Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 2nd of December. My name is Phillip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer, and you're right, Phillip, it is December and summer's here. The time is right for dancing in the streets, Phil.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? That's the song.
What
Summer's
song?
here and the time is right for dancing in the streets because it's summertime.
So
Phillip.
whose song is that, Gary? Just for a bit of music trivia, because you are a music trivia buff.
Well, it was remade by David Bowie and Mick Jagger, but the original, I'm not quite sure.
Well, hopefully one of the viewers who shares your love of music trivia will email in and let us know.
Well,
who
they can
the
come in
original was.
first. Well, why don't we give a prize, Phil?
Okay. What are you thinking in mind? What have you got
I'm
in
thinking
mind?
a couple of gold class tickets, Phil.
Okay, gold class tickets. You'll
First
need to press
email.
rewind and actually
No, they'll
recover
remember.
all of this ridiculousness
remember.
that we've been talking about. But gold class tickets for those first entry as to with the correct well, I don't
Answer.
know what
That's
we're
it.
talking
The
about.
correct answer for who's the original artist of that song. Phillip, a big weekend, mate. It was massive. Come on. 21 out of 26. The cat's out of the bag.
20 out of 26, Gary. In
Okay.
the interest of telling the viewers the
You're right.
facts, that gave us a 77% clearance rate
It did.
against an industry average of 65%.
Let's put the towers up just quickly. Thank you. And now they
Now,
can come down.
now we'll
again.
take them down
Okay.
because, Gary, I want to say that I actually had my personal best day in real
Is that
estate
right?
ever
Congratulations
on
to you.
Sunday.
A nice high five. That's
High
very, very
five.
good. Very nice.
With 7 out of 7 auctions. I did a
was
10,
big.
30, 11, 30, 12, 30, 1, 32,
massive.
33, 30, 430 auction and
Massive.
sold everything, including 3 Golden Mile properties, which we will
did.
talk about during the show.
Very quickly.
But it was absolutely enormous. And I
was
got
big.
home at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it didn't stop there, Gary. Changed into some out of my suit and sweaty shirt.
Yes.
Had something to eat, and then went back out on Sunday night and did another deal.
An off-market sale.
which is undisclosed, but is a huge one.
It was a big one, Phil, and I got to tell you, while you were doing that, I was dancing at a wedding, so it was a lovely wedding too,
Very
by the way.
nice.
Congratulations to the Goldberg family for Victoria Goldberg, who got married. A lovely, lovely couple they are.
Are you not going to
it's another
congratulate
story.
the groom's family?
I am going to congratulate the groom's family on a big, big congratulations, a beautiful wedding. And that's exactly what I wanted to do after all that hot day on Sunday, sweating, and got home at 6 o'clock, had a shower, turned around, and bang, out I went. And I wasn't dancing on the street, but I was dancing on the terrace of this beautiful function centre. What that's got to do with real estate, I don't know. Phillip, Saturday we started off in Glenferrie Street. That was our first auction, Phil.
Yep.
I'd like to review that very quickly. The reserve price on that property was $585,000. We had 3 buyers going for it and sold it for $607,000.
Great
Phil,
result.
we didn't sell Arthur Street, South Yarra. It's for sale now, and I think we're going to start featuring a few, thankfully there's not many, a few of the ones that we don't sell because it's an opportunity for buyers, Phil. Carnarvon Road also still for sale, Philip.
Incredible apartment there, Gary.
But good value
Reserve
there.
of $1,595,000. That, if you just want to see a stunning apartment, whether you want to buy it or not, come and have a look at that because it is incredible. Walking distance to Glenferrie Road. What else is happening in the market, Gary?
Congratulations to the vendor of Pine Street, number 27C Pine Street, that sold on the weekend, Philip, $740,000. Well done to Leo Samuel and to the vendors and the buyers who bought something lovely. Phil, I went off to Mount Waverley because that's what you do.
We are Mount Waverley and Waverley specialists.
everywhere,
It's
Phil.
amazing how many properties we've actually now sold.
We've done all right out there. We have.
And the
We like
market's
it.
pretty strong out there.
Very
isn't it?
strong, as was evidenced in our sale in Oak Hill Road. Although it's an undisclosed price, I just thought I would just boast a little bit that we're selling all over the
Fantastic.
place.
Give us a ballpark as to what it sold for, to the nearest 100,000.
Well, you know, put a circle around 900 and you're
Right.
not too far away,
Okay.
Phil. And, you know, it wasn't so long ago that Mount Waverley was like 500, wasn't it? 400 or
absolutely.
500.
It's amazing that most suburbs are now being repriced as million-dollar suburbs.
They are. Philip, Anderson Street was Jeremy Rosen's first Sunday auction. It ran pretty hot and was under intense competition, sold well above reserve for $710,000. It is undisclosed, but not to GPTV viewers. So that's a little insight there. I grooved and rocked my way to Elmgrove on Sunday morning,
Yes,
Phil.
Gary, the home of a Australian
It will.
famous DJ.
We
I
should
believe.
put him up on the screen now. Have a look at this handsome gentleman, Philip. His name is Grant Smiley, and the reason that he's selling is because he is an international DJ.
Not
Phil.
just an Australian
No.
DJ, he's a man of international repute, Gary.
And fame, Phil, and he is off to LA, and his property in Elm Grove, which had a reserve of $850,000, sold for $1,040,000.
Well, if you think about that though, Gary, he sold it for $1,040,000, which was which his reserve was $850,000, right?
Yeah.
Sold it for $1,040,000,
Yeah.
moving to LA.
That's right.
Unfortunately,
Exchange rate.
the exchange rate's going to take him back to about $840,000,
That's
but
right.
in US dollars this time.
Exactly right. So he probably sold it in US dollars for
I'm
that
going
price.
to LA in January, Gary,
Good on you.
and I'm going to spend a little bit of time investigating what $800,000 to $1 million buys
do
you
that.
in the inner suburban areas of LA. Stay tuned, viewers. I'll have the scoop late January, early February.
No doubt your family will have a great time traipsing around behind you through your open for inspections in LA.
Why wouldn't they want to come on an open for inspection tour of real estate?
Of course. Congratulations again to Grant Smiley on that terrific result, and thanks for letting us have the gig. It was a hit. Phil, 416 Dandenong Road's been for sale for a number of months, but it's off the market now. It's been sold. Again, an undisclosed price, but GPT viewers may be advised it did sell for $575,000.
Terrific. That's on the corner of Norwood Road, Gary, and really nice 60s building. Now, what's next?
27 Newstead Street, you sold that against a reserve of 1270
Yep.
and you sold it for 1390.
I believe I did.
So congratulations, Phil. Alma Road has not been sold. A shout out to the vendor, because the vendor said, shout out to me on GPTV, or the vendor's father. But I've got to say, this is a blaringly great buy, Philip.
Blaringly great.
You can't miss it.
Blaringly
It's
great.
just, it's
Blare.
it's
a
just
blare.
in your face. It's blaringly. It's saying value
I'm not
here.
sure you can actually use the word blaringly goodbye, but anyway,
Fair
we
enough.
make it up on the hop.
We've
on
got our own
GPTV.
language, don't we?
Absolutely.
$499.5 will buy you this fantastic apartment, Philip. It's a very large 2-bedroom with a balcony, good
Yep.
floor plan. It's been renovated and it's got a parking space, and $499.5 will buy it. So be there. 13 Howard Road, undisclosed.
Gary,
Can't talk
what
about
a great
it.
shame. The only thing we can say is that it sold so far over the reserve price. My nose was almost bleeding
was
towards
incredible.
the end.
It was incredible.
A nose bleeding price. Having said that, we did talk about the fact that to replace a house of that order and that size and that luxury is probably $5 to $6 million.
That's right.
So in one sense, the buyer bought well, the seller sold well, but we have set a new record price for Howard Road. In fact, we've set a new record for a price of for a house of that size on that size block of land for Caulfield North. Full stop.
Second biggest sale in Caulfield North for 2014. That was it, Philip.
Yep.
So congratulations to the vendor, and of course to the buyer. You bought something extraordinary. Phil, Raphael Street was sold. It's undisclosed. I just want to talk about it very quickly. It was passed in and immediately sold. Well done.
Yep.
Did a good
Thank
job
you.
there. And then we skipped off to Airdrie Road, Philip. That was sold also. Passed in and sold immediately after auction. One that you've been involved with. And delightful people.
Delightful people, Gary. This is the second time we've sold for them.
Yes.
Really nice family. And Airdrie Road is a popular street, and a street that I know well because my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and I've said this on the show before, do live in the street. They've been there for 50 years. But viewers, a scoop. They are selling. My parents-in-law are moving on, and they will be
Getting
selling.
out.
So if you want a private tour of their home, just give me a call, because it's scheduled to go to auction in March, Gary, but we are starting to show a few people through.
42 Aruna Road was our last auction of the weekend, Philip.
Woo!
It was hot, and so were you, man. You were
I was
smoking
on
hot.
fire.
It was going, wasn't it? And it sold for an undisclosed price, but put it this way, we were looking around $3 million. We got in excess of that.
I think we've set a new land record in the heart of Caulfield North with that sale. An exceptional corner, Gary. That to me is the best block of land from a new home site point of view, with a frontage to Wootton that's all facing north.
Yes.
But it is sold, and sold well. Congratulations to the buyers and congratulations to the sellers.
That's a wrap for a massive weekend, Phil.
Massive weekend, Gary. I was actually kind of worried about this weekend.
Yeah, I
because
wasn't so sure.
There was a lot of property that we sold on the weekend that we actually didn't expect to sell.
We weren't sure.
No,
We
we know we're always in with a chance. But
Yes.
I'd actually looked and said 26 auctions.
Yeah.
If we sold 13 out of them, quietly, I was going to be quite happy.
I was okay with 15. That was my figure.
So to sell
that's
20 and to sell all of the top end properties,
right.
that is something. I don't think any agent's ever done that in Caulfield North,
Not
where
that.
they've had 3 top end properties
No.
and sold them all. So
well.
I'm
It's very
kind of
exciting.
giving ourselves a bit of a pat on the back for that, don't mind saying, Gary. I think we did a
Yes.
fantastic job, but let me say to those people that we didn't sell for on the weekend, we will not rest until we get your property over the line and a successful sold sticker on the board.
As Daniel Andrews said, we won't let you down. Oh no, we won't.
Well, and look, this is not a show, Gary, where we talk politics, is it? I mean, at the end of the day...
stay away from politics and religion.
We show no bias, whether it be the Liberal Party, the Labor Party, the Greens, the Country Party.
The Rise Up Australia Party.
Well, yes, them as
the
well.
Sex Party.
But I've got to tell you, if you have a look at our results on Saturday...
What do the Sex Party stand for?
Our results on Saturday, I think we sold 9 out of...
Now we sold 8 out of 14.
8 out of 14 on Saturday, which was the last day of the Liberal government.
Right. Yeah.
And on Sunday we sold 11 out of 12.
Something like that.
Yeah, 11 out of 12, I think it was.
Something like that.
Under the new Labor government. Now,
9 out of 14.
Daniel Andrews, bit of a shout out to you. Yeah. Your first day as Premier of Victoria, we had the most successful day.
Yeah. What have you done to the state, Daniel Andrews?
You have just taken the reins to this state and absolutely you've ridden into town like the sheriff on a white horse.
Exactly.
You're the John Wayne of politics. Welcome. If you can guarantee me a 95% clearance every weekend from this point on, I might even vote for you in the next election. That's not to say I didn't. I'll keep you guessing.
You didn't underestimate. You didn't underestimate Daniel. You can't underestimate Daniel Andrews because he's been in for one day and look what he did for us.
Correct. And a bit of a shout out, I think, to David Southwick.
Yes, who won locally.
Who's a great local member, and he did retain the seat for the Liberal Party.
And Josh Burns gave it a shake.
Shout out to Josh
Gave
Burns.
it a shake.
I've got to tell you, really, if you think about it, he came from nowhere.
He did.
Young guy, energetic. Good-looking guy too, Gary. I think we can say that publicly.
That's okay.
And took the fight right up to David, but David did hold the seat. And I have to say, I've seen David at a lot of community functions, and he is a stand-out member of Parliament.
Josh Burns' grandfather was a family doctor for many years, Phil.
There you go.
Lovely fellow.
And so Josh Burns' grandfather knows the scoop on your medical history.
He does. He knows every nook and cranny, Phil.
Clearly a man that always wore rubber gloves when you came into the office, Gary.
You're getting very distasteful now. Let's talk about this weekend, Phil. It's a massive weekend. We're going to review very quickly because you're babbling on.
Okay. How many auctions this weekend, Gary?
22 auctions, Phil.
22. Who would have thought first week of December we'd have 22
It's massive. Let's review them, shall we?
Let's get into it.
Phil, Saturday 10:30am, we are starting off in Alma Road, Security East, a property at Lemoore, Herskowitz, Hanley, Jeremy Rosen's auctioning. $490 to $540 is the price guide, Phil.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. I love that building close to the office.
At 10:30, Philip Leo Samuel is auctioning for Adam Josky, 17 at 49 Clarence Street, Elstree. Great location, affordable property, Philip, somewhere in the high twos. We'll probably see that out.
And
Phil,
it's a great 1-bedroom apartment, I believe,
it is.
Gary.
Phil, I'm meeting you at 10:30 in Brighton East at number 5 Lebrano Street. The quote range there, $1 to $1.1 million, been the same family for many years.
Gary, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking, and a fabulous parcel of land of 680 square metres.
At 11:30, Phil, we get to Edith Street in Caulfield North, a terrific apartment, $440 to $490 in the buyer range. Tell us a little about it.
Well, Gary, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 undercover car space, and Edith Street is the name of the street is your mother's name too. So special shout out to your mother, Edith.
That's very, very kind of you, Philip. 356 Inkerman Street, St Kilda East. Tell us a bit about
Stunning
this.
home, Gary. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking, a gorgeous kitchen, polished timber floorboards. That is a ripper.
11 at 614 Inkerman Road finds its way to the market at 11:30. Leo Samuel auctioning. Tell us a little about it. 350 to 385 is the range.
Great spot. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. A great position there. Good first home buyer or great investment.
I love Elsternwick, Philip, and I've got the pleasure of auctioning this magnificent property at 11:30am in Trevelyan Street. Tell us a little about it.
Gary, it is a gorgeous house and a fabulous facade, beautiful renovation throughout, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, off-street car parking, pretty as a picture.
As we know, Phil, Elwood's right up there with the best suburbs in Australia. We auction.
Elwood is hot, Gary,
It is.
hot during summer. I've got to tell you for many reasons. Firstly, the properties are gorgeous. The beach lapping at the sand on my feet as I walk along the beach.
Very excited.
It is. It's very,
pressing some buttons there, isn't it?
It's very sexy, Elwood, you know. A lot of young people, a lot of gorgeous young people, Gary. People coming out to enjoy
Just settle
summer.
down, Phil. It's not good for your blood pressure at your age.
Yeah.
8 at 119 Brighton Road. Tell us a little about this apartment, Phil.
Okay, Gary. Well, it wouldn't take you long to walk to the beach from that apartment. Polished timber floorboards, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Take advantage of all that Elwood offers.
That one's at 12:30, Philip, and Jeremy Rosen's auctions. 8 Filbert Street, Philip, 12:30. Sally Zellman and Darren Krongold and team are handling that. You're auctioning this fine property. Tell us a little about it, please. The price range $760 to $860.
3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, lock-up garage for 2 cars. That is a great entry into booming Caulfield South.
How's this for a spacious and wonderful apartment in Glenhuntly Road, 91017, Glenhuntly Road, Caulfield, 1230 Leo Samuel Handles, Philip?
Well, Gary, to describe that as an apartment would really show that you know nothing about real estate, because it is
Yes.
a 2-storey town residence of 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, lock-up garage, a really good quality property.
Phil, Jessamine Avenue, Paran, it's got to be one of the hottest streets going around.
Viewers, if you've never been to Jessamine Avenue in Paran, just drive down Jessamine.
Yeah, beautiful,
Come
winding
in
street.
from High Street. I think it's Packington Street that you come in from. And you end up in this incredible street that has been untouched by people ruining it with horrible houses.
Got the park there,
It's
Phil, the
magnificent,
winding, beautiful road.
full of these kind of Art Deco pre-war properties. This is apartment number 2 at 5 Jessamine Avenue, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, gorgeous building. What price range is that in, Gary?
That's going to be somewhere in that sort of 530 to 600 range, I'm thinking, Philip.
Yeah, good buy at that.
It will be, Phil. While that's happening simultaneously at the same time, Philip, you are in Shuba Road, Elstonwick at 130, auctioning number 63 Shuba Road. Cop this beautiful, magnificent property, and what a facade.
Viewers, have a look at that facade, because that is about as boom time Victorian as it gets. A 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, glorious home that is completely stunning. Come along to that auction and have a coffee and say hello.
Affordable opportunity in Chapel Street awaits at 2:30 p.m. Philip, between $3,000 and $330,000 is the guide, and that is going to be auctioned by Jeremy Rosen's 1151 Chapel.
Beautiful apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, sensational location.
We're back at Elstonwick at 2:30, Philip. We're hanging out there at number 18 Gardenia Road. You have the auction honours. Have a look at this
Gary,
for
I
a
did a
beautiful
video
home.
tour there, so click onto the video tour on this property. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 car spaces, and that's walking distance to one of my favourite cafes in Gardenvale Road in Gardenvale. That is the most incredible cafe. Go and have a look at that cafe. I think
You've
it's
taken me
I
there
think
before.
it's called Omar and the Beautiful Bird or something, or the Silly Bird.
Omar Sharif's cafe.
It's an incredible cafe. Just Google Omar, O-M-A-R.
You know who you'll see probably if you look that up now?
Yeah, who?
You'll see our number 1 junior tennis player in Australia who won the US Open. His name's Omar. Actually, Daniel, my son, knows him.
Right.
And he is a superstar. So
Really?
there you go.
Really?
Talking about Omars, just as we are.
Yep.
Funny how Omar's just took us that way, isn't it?
There you go, Gary. It's incredible what happens in the show, isn't it?
It is Omar Ma. We're in 17 Hornby Street, Philip. This is a magnificent contemporary home. Very, very excited to be representing this home, Philip. Tell us a little about
4
it.
bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, double garage for 2 cars. This is the family home of family homes. Just extraordinarily well built, Gary, and beautifully presented.
Phil, this home it all faces north around the pool. There's palm trees there. It's a beautiful setting. I love this house.
North-facing back garden, you can't beat that.
I would say if you're going to be at one auction this weekend of a lovely contemporary home, that's the one to go to. That wraps up our Saturday, Philip, at 3:30. You'll be full of beans for Sunday. Let's talk about where we're starting off, because we are going to be at 10:30 a.m. You can have a little sleep in, Phil, because I'm going to be the auctioneer of 16 at 9 Meadow Street. I love this block of apartments because it's got that little central grass gardens, hasn't it?
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and we've been quoting that around the 400 mark, Gary.
We have, Phil, and it should sell well. Phil, in Holroyd Avenue, we have a magnificent town residence. This is very impressive. Leo Samuel and his team have been involved in it. You're going to be auctioning it. We're expecting it to certainly be north of 1,100,000, maybe north of 1,200,000.
Check out the interiors of this house, Gary. It is unbelievable. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, parking for 2 cars, the most stunning decor, and Holroyd is one of my favourite spots of East St Kilda, near our office. Treeline Street is gorgeous.
You'll be skipping off from Holroyd to Crottenhurst Avenue, a fine street filled with some beautiful homes. And this is a terrific one. It's an affordable opportunity. Phil, tell us a bit about number 8A, Crottenhurst Avenue, which is auctioned at 12:30.
Gary, I love this property. It's one of only 2 on the block. It's got big garden areas, but 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double lock-up garage for 2 cars. You can move straight into there or further and improve it, but it's a great spot in the heart of North Caulfield.
Phil, at 12:30, we are going to be in Gardenvale Road, Gardenvale. I have the auction honours of this fine home. We're expecting interest somewhere around that $1 million mark, perhaps more. But this is a terrific home. It's on a compact allotment, but it is a really beautiful period home where all of the work has been done, Philip.
79 Gardenvale Road, Gardenvale, or Elstonwick, which way you want to call it. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car parks. A really, really good property. And one of those car parks is, of course, a lock-up garage.
Leon Guzenfitter handles it. 1:30 p.m, Philip, is a terrific parcel of land on Glenira Road. 444 Glenira Road is going to be up for auction. You have the honours. Tell us about
Well,
it.
I think it's a misdescription, Gary, to just call it a parcel of land. It's got the prettiest of pretty homes on it. A home that you could move into or further improve. 4 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, off-street car parking for 2 cars. It is, though, on 760 square metres of land. A tremendous property.
I wasn't talking down there. I was just saying that the beautiful land package
Yes,
around it,
Gary,
Phil.
yes,
Let's
yes.
move on, Phil, because this is certainly a lot better than land. We are now in Aruna Road, back in the
in Aruna
Golden
Road.
Mile, Phil. Number 40 Aruna Road is a 2:30 p.m. auction. Describe this home.
Gary,
property.
number 40 Aruna Road, a big, impressive, beautifully built home of 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, swimming pool on in excess of 900 square metres of prime North Caulfield land. That's as good as it gets, Gary, a home you can move straight into or contemplate a further renovation.
We are looking forward to that auction. We wish the vendors good luck. We've known them for a long, long
Yeah,
time, most of
shout
my
out
life.
to them.
Absolutely, and that's an exciting property. Phil, we are finishing off. Some may say we're saving the best till last. I'm
Yep.
sure the developer and builder would say that because this is one of his finest works, if not his finest work. Bialaba Road, 24B Bialaba Road, and we are here. Tell us a little about
Gary,
it, because you know this property
look,
well.
A shout out to the architect and developer Amnon Weaver, who has created some of Melbourne's finest houses and
He has.
apartments and townhouses. But I think he's excelled himself here because he's taken this property to a whole new standard. This is one of the best town residences I've seen, not just in Caulfield, but I look all over Melbourne at property. I'd say this is one of the best of its type in Melbourne. 3 bedrooms, 3 luxurious bathrooms, and some architectural detail in this property, Gary, that is nothing short of incredible, with wraparound gardens, bifold doors. This property has got everything. We'll see you here on Sunday.
The heart of South Caulfield, Phillip, a suburb that just keeps getting better.
Absolutely.
Refuses just to stay the same because it just keeps getting better all the
Caulfield
time.
South breaking, smashing price
Yeah.
barriers all the time.
Cafes opening up everywhere, homes being renovated, beautiful renovations, improvements, buildings, it's all happening.
And you
Phil.
can walk from here, Gary, to Fress for a
Yes.
great coffee. Where
Or
I'm
Cafe Delish.
I was going to give Cafe Delish a pump too, but I'm dropping in actually these days for my coffee at Fress.
Yes.
I'm picking up some takeaway sandwiches at Cafe Delish, spreading my business
are.
around, but I'm torn between the two because they're so good.
Fair enough. You're all over the place, aren't you? And you'd like to spread it around because you're a loving, sharing real estate man,
I
aren't
like
you?
to think that I'm a man of
You
the
are.
people.
You are a man of the people, and that is all the people are going to hear about this week on GPTV, Phil, because we are in summer. We've got 2 massive weekends upcoming, this one and the 13th, but we also have some action on the 20th, 21st, and it'll probably be our last edition around that time, Philip, for the year. We'll give it a little break after that, but there's plenty happening, and we are listing very
Strongly.
well and strongly for next year.
February, March, April,
Yep.
Those of you that are considering selling, give us a buzz because
Yep.
we are filling those dates now. Gary, we're in the home straight.
Yep.
The end is
Nigh.
near. The end is nigh. The
Nigh.
finish line is in the distance.
Yes.
It's been a great year, viewers. Thanks again for watching. I'm Phillip Kingston. Have a great week.
Bye now.